Can't have everything that you want in life. Spawning in the bottom right position as the green Zerg player. We just saw him win a nice match against Copenhagen Wolfstorm. He is Dignitas's Tefel. And spawning in the top left position as the pink Zerg. No team to speak of, at least in the form of attack. Don't know too much about this guy. It is Userek.
Yeah, he's listed in the brackets as User with a Z. So let's just stick to calling him User, shall we? That's easier to say and
makes sense.
Easier to say and a little bit rolls off the tongue a little bit better, just to put it in that perspective. We could go over the brackets real quickly because the early game of ZVZ, I think we've analyzed that up to a point where there's nothing left to analyze in anymore. I mean, we know what Tefel's going to do. He's going to go for a spawning pool. He's not going to hatch first, most likely. And if he does, I'm going to be pretty excited about that because he doesn't do that as often. Of course, our Koreans, MC and MVP Tails, are still in the tournament. They're still doing well as they're expected to. Other than that, MVP Finale, now known as MVP Duck the Duck, is still in the tournament too. So the 3 top Koreans that we expected to do super well are still in here.
Yeah, lots of good players still left in this, actually. See, I believe a French caster Moment still in this. We've got players like Maro still fighting it out, and of course Bling, Nomi, one of the other games, as well as of course these great players that we have here in this game. Hatch first by Userek, and he's going to go for the gas, likely then straight into the pool follow-up. And I have to say, I feel like this, no matter who's been playing in these ZVZs, we've had one guy pretty much always go pool gas hatch or pool hatch gas, and then the other guy always going for this hatch first, straight into gas, straight into pool. So I was hoping for maybe a little bit more aggressive play just to shake things up a little bit, but we'll have to see. I feel like Tefel's probably going to go more so that style that we saw in game number 1, playing a bit conservatively, but probably going for the more standard Mutalisk play, in all honesty. I mean, of course, we will have to see what he will want to do, but yeah. So lots of ZVZ today so far.
Yeah, a lot of Zerg players in this tournament. That's always been the case. EU has a lot of Zerg players. I used to cast for Playham. They ran EU dailies every day. And there used to be like 60, or, well, maybe that's a bit of an overreaction maybe, but 50% was Zerg players, and there were like 40% Protoss and like 10% Terran. And I feel like in Europe there's just way more Zerg players than there are other races represented, especially, I think Zerg's first, Protoss second, and Terran players must be by far the least. They must be near extinct. That's how few of them we have around. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled on the bracket, and when there's a Terran game available, we're going to jump into it right away, even if it's a Silver Leaguer, which isn't even possible because they're not allowed in the tournament. But Terran players, definitely a rare spawn in Europe.
Yeah, so it seems. Baneling Nest is on the way for Userek. We actually do not have that yet for Tefel, but Tefel's been kind of favoring this style. He's only got 2 drones mining the gas after he starts his speed, so he's not keen to rush towards that. But Zergling he's putting out 6 lings, Userek, so he could be going for some quick Baneling play as his Zergling speed does finish up, and he's ramping up that Zergling production, Lyrian. This could be a big attack coming in from our pink Zerg player.
Yeah, the pink Zerg player is going to put on the aggression here, and Dignitas Tefel is going to be the one manning the turrets and manning the bunkers to defend this attack. The bunkers are going to come down in the form of a Spinecrawler, of course, not the actual bunkers that the Terran players have at their disposal. Spinecrawlers work very well against this, of course. The Spinecrawler is not done yet, though, and User is already here with his first 2 Banelings, and he's going to be able to kill this queen pretty easily. The second queen comes down. Dignitas Tefel is in some trouble. He's pulling his drones. That could have been worse. That could have been worse.
That could have been a lot worse. He doesn't really score much today. He's only got 2 drone kills so far this game. He wants to do a little bit more than that. With the Spinecrawler being done, though, he will be able to try to focus down the Banes. The Zerglings are trying to get in on top of these very dangerous game to play, standing on top of morphing Banelings with that many lings. But he actually wastes about 2 of them, not really getting too big of a hit with them. Trying to focus them down so little. There's only 1 Baneling left. And Tefel doing a really great job of just thinning out this Baneling count.
Yeah, User didn't really micro that as well as he could. And Tefel, on the other hand, he targeted down those banelings like a champion. And he's now moving forward. Is he going to put on any kind of aggression? No, he's not. In the back behind this, he's already got his lair started. And once again, we've got the player who's got the later lair, or would have had the later lair, is going to go into the Roach Warren. So this game is probably going to be so similar to the first ZVZs that we cast already, Nathaniel. It's once again going to be one player trying to rush for mutas and the other one trying to punish that by going for roaches before that.
Yeah, I feel like I've got deja vu with how these ZVZs are panning out, but Tefel is going to be trying to put on a bit of aggression here with these banelings, trying to get towards that mineral line, not going to get too much. Nice baneling hit actually takes out a good chunk of Tefel's lings. He doesn't really have too much left to put on the aggression with, but like you said, that Roach Warren is wrapping up, and we could see quite a few 7 roaches on the way, and that Spire is starting. It's once again going to be that race against time. Is Tefel going to get his defenses out fast enough to defend against this? Oh, his Spinecrawler is moving out in front of the natural, but the Zerglings are going to catch it. This is really big for User. If he can take out the Spines, that's going to be the #1 defense against these roach plays. And oh my goodness, this is actually a really big catch for User.
Yeah, User is doing well here. Tefel is in some trouble right now, and of course the roaches are about to pop out. So 7 of them are on the way behind this. 11 already out on the field. And Tefel, where are his spine crawlers? Where is his defense? I don't think he has an idea that this is coming up. He cancels the spine, now he knows, and the panic spine crawlers are going down, but the roaches are already at the front door, and Tefel's Spire isn't anywhere, well, it's close to finishing up, but it's another 25 seconds, and the roaches are knocking at his front door. This might be the one time that Tefel dies to this. I mean, we've seen him defend it a few times. It might be too much now.
Yeah, the Baneling's also trying to get in on the mineral line, or he mostly wants to just kill the Zerglings so that the roaches can do the game-winning damage, but now focusing down the Queens. The Baneling's going off, the Zergling's really getting thinned out for Tefel. His Spire is done, but is he going to be able to get Mutalisks out to really hold us up? I'm not sure. The Spine Crawlers will be taken out. Zerglings are being morphed in as fast as humanly possible for Tefel and User with a tiny bit of a supply lead. These roaches are doing lots of damage. He's going to try to take out the Roach Warren of Tefel. He will have it done for a bit, and Tefel's going to throw down the GG. A really good timing here from User to be able to basically steal that Gamma almost.